so happy of these. Not long until we'll have our first rhubarb pie. It's Monday now, and I'll be having this video out this week, and I'm excited to show you our floor situation. Finally they are done, and I don't know what to say. It's been a journey. Let's watch.
I wanna take you out, show you the time of your life. I wanna figure out what it takes to give you everything you desire.
Oh my god.
I wanna lay beneath the stars with you in the back of my truck. I guess that this is what they call love. Baby, you've been driving me crazy for so long now. I've been waiting on the sidelines, praying for the right time to let you know you're all I ever wanted and more. I wanna level out, order something and stay in.
Kohtahan tekee. Saudi!
Put a record on, let's hide the phones and make believe the world don't exist. Let's pull up ties and take a trip to someplace new. Don't care where, as long as I have you. Baby, you've been driving me crazy so long now. My love for you is insane, but I wouldn't change a thing.
I'm just trying to show how high it now is.
I'd do anything for you. Waking up next to you is all I ever wanna do. Maybe we can last forever. Baby, you've been driving me crazy for so long now. And my love for you's insane, but I wouldn't change a thing unless you wanted me to. I'd do anything, baby. You've been driving me crazy for so long now. Well, my love for you's insane, but I wouldn't change a thing unless you wanted me to. I'd do anything for you.
Anyway, our floors are done, so let's go inside and see. We have floors! So I'm gonna show you a little bit of what has happened since the last video. So of course we were left off with the base layer of these floors being done. So we started with the insulation, and we went for the wood fiber insulation. So here in Finland it's a common thing for these hardware stores who sell this kind of blowable insulation, that they rent the machine to blow the insulation for free if you buy the stuff from them. So that's what we did. So I was here inside using the tube thing, and my husband was outside feeding those insulation bales into the machine. It was hard to begin with. It seemed like everything was just blowing away because the pressure is quite hard. So there was nothing for the insulation to stick to. But once I got some insulation collected in the corners, it kind of started to go from there. I did go through all these instructions of how to do that, but of course it's not the same reading instructions as doing and trying and failing and learning. And so I just went with my gut feeling basically. We did it in two parts. So at first when I blowed the insulation here, it looked like there was enough of it, but it's so gentle. I don't know the word, but you only have to like press it a little and it goes like this. So there was these instructions that you should press it a little and then blow more. So that's what I did with my incredible self-made tool for the purpose.
When the insulating was done, we still needed to put down this paper. It's the final layer of these floors before the floorboards. At this point it was already past midnight, so the energy levels were getting quite low. So I had nothing to give anymore to be happy about this milestone. But coming back the next day, the end result was looking so good.
I have no idea if there's enough of it, if I pressed it like tight enough, or if there's like gaps or something, but I guess we'll see. So everybody said that it takes like 2 to 3 hours to do one room, and for us it took 6. So prepare for that if you're going to try this for the first time.
So next it was finally time to start adjusting the floorboards.
So when we took all of these floorboards off a year or 2 ago, I can't remember anymore, we numbered them and stored them in the like the attic space of the barn, and we placed them flat on top of each others, and they were straight when we put them there. But now that we brought them back here and thought that the installing will be easy peasy, of course it was not.
These boards were janky as hell.
For some reason they had been not like this, as one might think, but like this.
We had to try all sorts of sorcery to try and make the gaps go away.
No, otetäänkö yksi lankku pois välistä ja kokeillaan?
Once we got them a little bit tighter, we had to screw them together because they wouldn't stay in place.
Hei, kyllä pysyy. Noniin. Ha! Siinähän on hyvä. Eikös? Ihan hervoton rako. So we tried to make the gaps go away. We used these blocks. We screwed one to a board that was already attached and one to the one we were attaching, and clamped them together and tried to push them with the blocks. tightly together, but that have helped a little, but not enough to get rid of the gaps. So no, raot kuuluu asiaan vanhassa talossa. So yeah, there's gaps. We're gonna live with it, just to like move on. Let's move on already. Then we got to move on to install these. These are my favorite boards, obviously, because they're so white and so you can see all the years people have been walking here. But of course, there was a lot of thickness changes or differences between these, because these were the ones that we had to cut by ourselves. So yeah.
Before installing any of these boards, we had to scrape away some centuries of crap from the sides of all of them, and I can still smell it. These being the self-carved floorboards, we had to use some old roof shingles found from the attic to try to level them a bit better. We never take breaks here in the winter time because it gets so cold so quickly. So being able to sit here outside, in the sun, in the warm, it feels amazing.
Hyvää vappua. Sä teit kyllä kovin kuvauksellisia nurkkia löydyttää tuntilta.
But the work continues. We had to do some puzzles to replace some rotten spots in the boards. So yes, we are reusing everything we can.
Oi, hauskaa. Sä saa tästä niin paljon iloa. Miksi tää on näin lyhyt? Sehän on ihan hyvästä syystä, kun se leikattiin. No niin, täälläkin riittää vielä yhteyspituus, että menee tuohon usko pois. Ja sitten tämä meidän taidon. Se on mitä on. Jos tää joskus tuosta pettää, niin sitten mä laitan siihen piirungin. This is my favorite thing about these floors. It's such a quirky, funny piece because it's the only board that's this way. And that was a choice I made knowing that it's gonna look like this. To make this happen, we had to, of course, plan in advance. So there's like these extra joists here under this, as there is on that end where there's these extra pieces of red floorboards. So that took a bit of planning. But yeah, I think this is a funny little detail that I'm gonna show to everybody who comes into this house.
After that, it was smooth sailing for a while.
Siinäkö vaan suja?
Siitä, että meillä on lattia.
But it was not done, because we were left with these weird holes now, because the original boards had to be trimmed down.
There was a cooking station over there, so of course there was some water damage and they were a bit sketchy, so we didn't want to use them, so we cut them here. And here we had the problem that these boards only reached about this far, because the old fireplace was a bit different shape. So yeah, we had to cut these here. So these are some extra floorboards that we got when we went to buy another batch of old used floorboards a year or two ago. And we thought that they were fine, but turned out there was quite a bit of white mold in them, and also these holes of these I need to listen carefully because the roof boards are collapsing soon, so I don't want to be buried alive here. So yeah, these had these holes of these common, I just googled it, it was like a common furniture beetle or something. We didn't know if they were gone or if they were still active or what, so we decided to put them in, wrapped in plastic and leave for a few days, because if the bugs are alive, they will leave like fresh sawdust after them as they eat their way through the boards. So we just thought that maybe we'll see some of fresh sawdust if they're active still.
Tiedätkö mikä se on? Se on siitä kaivosta, siitä ikivanhasta kaivosta.
What well? I hear you asking. Well, this one, the one we found under our house last summer.
Se voisi säilyttää jossain kaukana. Itellä näin semmosia kekoja on.
We decided to anyway cut all the parts where there was holes away, so just to make sure. And of course there was this mold situation. But I thought that maybe this mold is just on top of the boards in the layer of dirt and not in the wood itself. So I decided to wash them just like I did with these roof boards when they were turning moldy. And yes, it turned out the planks were in very good shape.
Kyllä se näyttäisi, että se lähtee tällä.
White mold was just something that was stuck in the dirt that was on top of these boards. By the time we reached this corner, I felt like this I can do with my hands tied behind my back, because yeah, we have solved so many problems that I just felt like there cannot be that big of a problem that we couldn't solve and get this floor done today. So I was on full force and just so excited. Yeah.
Gap or no gap, the floor is ready. It's time to celebrate.
Minä kuolen.
No, tehtiin pelattiin. Ihan hyvin. So this is our floor. And I feel empty. I'm empty inside. I almost forgot. So in the next video, I will be building this like a demonstration piece of what we have under these floorboards. So all the materials we chose and why, and how does it actually work. The amount of time I put into just trying to look for all the materials and methods to use was insane. I'm hoping that if there is a person in an agony like I was, the next video I'm gonna put up is gonna help you. It's made for you and for me. So when we tackle the next room, I can go and remind myself of what we actually chose, what we did. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna put up next. Okay, bye.